In the bustling streets of Hyderabad, where chai stalls smoke up the corners and honking autos write their own music, lived two inseparable friends, Arjun and Rafiq. Both 20, both from humble families, and both fueled by a dream bigger than their tiny rooms and empty wallets: to become big YouTubers in the gaming world. They had grown up playing video games at a dusty cyber cafe in their neighborhood. While others laughed at the idea of gaming being anything but a time waste, Arjun and Rafiq saw a future. They didn't just play games, they breathed them, analyzed them, and imagined creating content that could one day make them stars. But dreams, especially the kind that don't come with money or connections, are always the hardest. One humid evening, sitting on the rooftop of Rafiq's one-room house, the two discussed starting a YouTube channel. "Game Changers," Arjun said, eyes glowing. "That'll be our name." Rafiq nodded. "We'll review games, show tricks, maybe even stream." But they had a problem. Neither of them had a proper computer, let alone a camera or mic. They had a borrowed second-hand phone between them with a cracked screen and 2 gigabytes RAM. Still, their passion burned brighter than their limitations. For a while, the world crushed their enthusiasm. Their families wanted them to find real jobs. Arjun's mother worked as a housemaid, and Rafiq's father, a rickshaw driver, had heart problems. Every rupee counted. Gaming, that wasn't a future. Rafiq almost gave up. "Maybe we should just work at that mobile store, save up." But Arjun looked at him, eyes fierce. "You want to sell phones, or use them to change your life." Those words stuck. Their mentor came in an unexpected form. A YouTuber named Vikrant Plays, someone they both idolized. One day, during a late-night livestream, Rafiq managed to ask Vikrant, "Sir, what if someone has zero equipment but big dreams?" Vikrant paused. "I started with a phone and free screen recorder. Consistency beats gear. Just start. And never stop." It was like fuel to a dying flame. They borrowed a neighbor's phone that had a slightly better camera. Using free apps, they recorded voiceovers under blankets to reduce noise. Their first video, Top 5 Free Games Under 100 Megabytes, was shaky and awkward, but it was theirs. They uploaded it at midnight using public Wi-Fi outside a closed cyber cafe. When they woke up, it had 87 views. To others, it was nothing. But to them, it was everything. The journey ahead wasn't easy. They faced brutal comments mocking their low-quality videos. "Worst mic ever," someone said. "Try acting classes," wrote another. They faced electricity cuts, storage issues, and mental breakdowns. Sometimes, after a full day of part-time delivery jobs, they would still sit down to brainstorm ideas. But they also found unexpected allies. A small gaming accessories shop owner, impressed by their determination, offered to let them record at his place after hours. A college student fan gifted them a budget tripod. Slowly, they built a support system. They improved their thumbnails, learned basic editing from YouTube tutorials, and began uploading 3 videos a week. 2 years in, they hit 10,000 subscribers. But YouTube's algorithm is ruthless. 1 month, their views dropped sharply. Income halted. Their savings were gone. Sponsors ghosted them. Rafiq's father was hospitalized. Arjun's mother fell sick. They stood at the edge of giving up. "We can't afford this anymore," Rafiq said, exhausted. But Arjun, always the fire, replied, "We didn't come this far to quit. This is our boss level." They made a final bold decision: live stream a 24-hour gaming marathon to raise funds for their families and save the channel. Using an old laptop, borrowed from a cousin, they went live. They shared their story during the stream. Raw, vulnerable, real. Something magical happened. People began donating. Small amounts at first, then bigger. A few YouTubers noticed and shared their stream. By the end of the 24 hours, they had raised 1.2 Indian rupees lakhs. But more than the money, they had won hearts. From that stream came opportunity. Brands reached out. Subscribers flooded in. Within the next 6 months, they crossed 100,000 subscribers. They were invited to gaming expos. Kids started recognizing them on the street. Their families, once doubtful, were now proud. Game Changers had truly become their name. Even with success, they remained grounded. They started a new series called From Lag to Legends, helping small creators grow. They donated a part of their earnings to fund tech for kids who wanted to be YouTubers. They remembered every sleepless night, every insult, every moment of doubt, and they used it to inspire others. One day, they were invited to a panel with Vikrant Plays, their original mentor. Backstage, they finally met him in person. "You're the boys who asked that question 2 years ago," he said, smiling. "Look at you now." Arjun grinned. "We just started with a cracked phone and a dream." Now, with over 1 million subscribers, Arjun and Rafiq still upload 3 times a week. Their videos are crisp, their studio simple but professional. They still live in the same neighborhood, though their homes are better now. They often tell their story, not to boast, but to remind others that even if you start with nothing, you can still reach everything if you never give up. Because in the game of life, those who refuse to quit always level up. Moral of the story is no matter how poor your beginning is, if you believe, work hard, and never give up, you will find your victory screen. Asterisk.